Welcome back to the garage, or welcome to the garage if this is the first video of mine that you've seen. My name is Zane. First things first, I want to say thank you to everybody out there right now watching my videos and taking the time out of their day to do that. It truly means a lot. The last video that I done on the Project Atlas truck, right at the time that I done that video, I had 700 subscribers, and now I have over 4,000, so I don't really know what else to say besides thank you. It's very humbling. I never would have guessed that when I started putting videos out on YouTube that people wouldn't want to watch them, and now I have over 4,000 people that want to watch them, so I truly appreciate that. And I couldn't really get to where I'm at right now if it wouldn't be for the help of two channels that helped me out along the way. They helped me out early on YouTube whenever I first started putting videos out, and I wanted to take a second to thank them. The first channel is Central Oregon Shenanigans, and the second channel is the Fox Shop. Now, Central Oregon Shenanigans, that channel is run by two buddies, James Rogers and Kyle Singleton. They have a lot of great Ford OBS truck content out there, and they actually have a series a while back about how they picked up a Ford Expedition with a blown-up 4.6 V8. They took that engine out and they swapped in a 4BT Cummins. So it's definitely awesome to check out the videos they have on their channel. And the second channel that I would like to thank is the Fox Shop. Now, that's run by a guy named John Fox. He lives in Iowa. He has a lot of Ford OBS truck videos as well. He actually repainted a beautiful 94 F-150 that he bought a while back. The roads aren't very nice to trucks in Iowa with salt, so it was rusted up, but he completely repainted this truck, put a lift, some really nice wheels and tires on it, and he does really good body work as well. So if you would, go ahead and check both of those channels out, and if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to them. And when you subscribe to them, just drop down in the comment section and tell them Zane sent you. If you're new to the channel, I just kind of wanted to show you around some of these projects that you may not have seen yet. The first project I'll show you, since we're in the garage already, is my 1946 Willis Jeep. I picked this Jeep up a few months back from a local farmer that lived close to me. He had this Jeep and a few other pieces of machinery sitting on his place, and he was actually getting ready to scrap all of it. So he knew my father, called him up, got a hold of the guy, went and picked this Jeep up. I've done quite a bit of work to it already, and I should be close to a first start on this Jeep, so stay tuned for that. No real major updates aside from the first start, so let me show you what I picked up for it just the other day. I found some period correct wheels for it. I ended up having just some Ford pickup truck rollers on this just for right now so I can move it in and out of the garage. The original wheels that came off of the Jeep were completely rotten, but you can see these are the skinny ones, and that's exactly what I was looking for, because I have something very special in store for what type of tires I want to run on here. So let me show you some of this other stuff. This is a 1950s International T340, has a diesel engine in it, has the Drott 4-in-1 bucket, so it has a clam bucket on it. This little machine I actually got from the same guy that had the Willis Jeep, or Willis Jeep, I'm sorry. I got a few comments on that saying I'm pronouncing it wrong. The guy's name, I guess the guy's name that came up with it was Willis, so I hate when people pronounce my name wrong, so I'll try to call it the right thing. But anyhow, this little dozer I was told runs as well, and I had it just about started the other day, but I had to prime the fuel system and didn't get around to coming back out here and trying it out. But that's another piece of machinery I got, so let me take you down here and show you a little bit more. This is another International. This is an International TD6 high lift. Has a 4-in-1 bucket on it as well, and it has a 6-cylinder diesel engine in it. I've used it in a few of the other videos. It's got quite a few hours on it, but the machine starts up and works great, so hours don't bother me none. This old truck, don't pay any attention to it down here. I've already got too much people saying I'm a Dodge guy. I shouldn't have so many Fords on my channel, but no, in all seriousness, this is a 1962 Ford F600, 292 V8, 4-speed, manual transmission, and a 2-speed rear end. Has an 8-foot dump bed. Bought this truck quite a few years ago. The engine in it was locked up, and I ended up swapping another engine into it, another 292, but this truck's going to get sent down the road, so I don't really want to show anything about it too much. This is my Dodge WC 6x6 Power Wagon. Has a straight 6 gas engine in it, 3-speed manual transmission. I've got some big plans for this truck. I've gone over it in another video. I want to either end up putting a Studebaker or an International pickup truck cab on it, and I've actually got a Mercedes-Benz 5-cylinder turbocharged diesel to stuff down inside of this, so stay tuned for that. I've had a few questions about this old truck sitting in the background on some of the videos. This is a 1972 Dodge W200. It was originally a 3/4 ton, but now it has a Dana 60 under the front, Dana 70 under the rear. Factory 4-wheel drive truck though. It used to be from a Naval Air Force base, and then it was painted red for a fire department. Factory 318 727 automatic truck, but I did actually for a while have a 440 stuffed down in here. This truck, for being used by so many different government organizations, the body is actually in fantastic shape. There's a little bit of rust down here on the bottom of the fender, but this old truck, other than being covered in mold, is in really nice shape. I've got a P-pump 12 valve out of a 1996 Dodge Ram that I'm going to stuff down in this truck, and I plan on running some kind of an automatic behind it. I'm not really sure if I'm going to run an Allison or what I really want to do yet. This truck has a 6-inch lift on it right now, but I do have a brand new 4-inch lift kit that I'm going to put on here just to make it a little bit more better for when I plan on pulling a trailer behind it, gooseneck. Next truck sitting here, you might remember this for a video I done a while back. This is my 1950 Dodge 1-ton pickup. I bought it from an auction company, and it has a clean and clear title. I think this truck will actually run. It's just the weather's been raining on and off. You can see the ground's wet right now, so the weather's been raining pretty bad. I think I can throw some plugs, wires on this old truck and get it to run. This is the cab to my 1984 Dodge D200. I'm sorry, Dodge D250. 3/4 ton. This was a factory two-wheel drive, 4-door long bed truck, single wheel. I've got a few videos on it. I'm swapping a Cummins into this truck, and I plan on chopping the frame behind the cab, stretching it out, and putting a car hauler bed on it. So I'll throw a picture of the type of car hauler bed I'm talking about. Something to haul a car on it, maybe go a little bit further out than I do with my rollbacks. If I see an auction that's got a neat old car or truck on it, I'll go ahead and check it out and maybe buy it and haul it home with the old crew cab. That is actually a late 40s, I believe, early 50s International T340. This is actually the parts machine for the diesel one that I have up close to my garage. This one, the undercarriage is in horrendous shape. I'm not sure if maybe somebody was loading this on the back of a trailer and slid off the side, but the undercarriage, the tracks are not parallel to one another. But I believe this engine in this one does run. It has the gas engine, and it has quite a few good parts to put on the diesel one. These are the tires that came off the big yellow truck that everybody seems to like. Whenever I was talking about these in the video, I said that they were mud tires, but I misspeak on a lot of these things on these videos, and what I meant to say was they are Army truck tires. I mean, I do know that. They are dry rotted. I mean, they're split horribly. You can see these, and that's not even the worst ones. The ones on the bottom look even worse, but I'm not going to move that one off the top. I had to move them up there with the Bobcat. They're so heavy. But these tires were too big. They actually rubbed on the truck, on the body. So I'm going to take these off and run the stockers just for right now, but I do have the tires that I'm going to run on the truck, and I will show you those in a few minutes. This is the truck that's donating the 12-valve engine to the crew cab truck. This was a 1993 Dodge two-wheel drive dually, and I'm going to pull most of the interior that I can use out of this truck and put it in that one, because this one has the nice gray interior, as that one has that horrendous blood red interior. This is the front clip for that crew cab. Some really nice shape. Now this is the parts truck from a 1950 Dodge 1-ton. This is also a 1950 Dodge 1-ton, but this one is the deluxe model, so it has the chrome grille and it has the 5-window cab as well. I bid on both of these trucks at the same time. It was an online auction. I was paying attention to the one with a flatbed on it and ended up missing out on this truck, but I have another video how the auction company called me back. The guy that originally bought this truck for $175, I think it was, dollars, backed out of it. Auction company knew I bought the other one. I scored this truck right here for 50 bucks. Down here in the lower shed, I've got the frame to my 1984 Dodge Crew Cab, and I've done quite a bit of work to it already. I've already put the diesel transmission mount, engine mounts in here, And I've actually built my own cab mounts for it because the old ones were rotted off of it, and I didn't want to take the time to take ones off of another frame if they were just going to do the same thing. So these are a lot stiffer and a lot thicker than the mounts that originally come on these trucks. That's the front mount. Here's the rear mount with all grade 8 hardware holding them together. I swapped the diesel engine mount plates into here. So whenever I get the time and I can get the Jeep out of the garage, I'm going to clean that cab up to where I can sit the engine and transmission back down in here, sit the cab on it, and we can start working on that project a little bit more. Now, what kind of project introduction video would it be without showing the project that everybody's subscribed to see? This is my 1978 Ford F600 four-wheel drive, 391 V8, 5-speed manual transmission. I still have to look up and see what style winch is on the front and what the weight rating is on it, but it has Rockwell axles underneath this truck, and the body is in actually fantastic shape. Now I'm going to turn this truck into the ultimate off-road rollback, and one of the biggest questions that I've been getting on this video: why did I take the big tires off? Well, they were too big, in my opinion. There's no room for articulation. If you take this truck through a ditch or something, the tires were way too close to the body. Obviously, you can see where they've gotten into the body. But why would I take the wheels and tires off of it and put these tiny little ones on here? Well, these are just rollers for the time being. I was kind of saving this as a surprise, but let me go ahead and show you the style tire that I plan on putting on this truck. Alright, you can see those are going to look really nice. I mean, it's going to fill that fender well out perfectly. The other ones were way too big. The ones that are on the truck right now are too small, but these ones are going to fit perfectly to the vision of the project. And these are 1250 20 sized tires. Actually came off a military Unimog. The guy that I bought this truck from had these, and he was going to swap them onto the truck and just never did. So I've got 7 of them total, which means I can actually run them as duals in the back, so that is going to look amazing in my opinion. But I just want to show you these tires. These are on here just as rollers for right now, but when we get the project a little bit further along, it's going to be looking really nice sitting on those. I really hope today's video works as a brief introduction to the channel. I wanted to touch base on a few of these projects and provide you with some updates on them as well. I have some machinery sitting around here that I haven't showed yet, and this isn't even honestly the tip of the iceberg. I'm constantly going to auctions and buying stuff, so you may never know what I'll show up with next. And down in the video description below, I also wanted to link another channel, and that is Jonathan W. This channel is run by a guy named Jonathan Winans, and he lives in North Carolina. He owns his own towing company. He's hand-built the wreckers and rollbacks for his towing company, and he's an extremely knowledgeable guy. He gave me the inspiration, and he is the reason I started my own YouTube channel, and I wanted to link him down in the video description as well. Go ahead and check him out. He may inspire you just like he did me. And all these subscribers, it's very awesome to get, and I'm very humbled by that and flattered. But it really doesn't matter how many I get in the long run, to be honest with you. As long as one person is getting enjoyment out of these videos, I will continue to put them up. Because it's not always about getting on YouTube and searching how to fix something. Maybe sometimes it's the end of the day, you've had a long, miserable day at work, and you want to just unwind. And maybe this channel can do that for you as well. So I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your days to watch my videos. It truly means a lot. And just as a friendly reminder that it doesn't matter if you're working on your project in a garage or in your driveway. What matters is that you go out there, you do the job yourself, and you learn more about your project, whatever that project may be. My name is Zane, and I'll catch you next time.